Hello, Archie Maddocks here. I'm doing a writing workshop in the Norwich Playhouse on Monday, the 8th of August, in conjunction with the RSC. And I'm here to answer some questions. I'll read out the questions so you know what they are, and then I'll answer them, hopefully. Tell us about you and how you got into writing scripts. So I have been writing scripts for a good 10 years now, TV, plays, radio, and I got into it because originally I wanted to be an actor, and I kind of looked around at the time and there weren't that many parts for people, mixed race people. And I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll just write my own stuff. And then I started writing my own things and didn't want to be in anything. And luckily, some of the stuff that I wrote started to get the attention of some people in the industry, and I joined a writing group, and then it just kind of went from there. Question number 2: what made you choose this? This is in writing. I kind of think that I didn't really choose it. If it was up to me, I would not be a writer, because it's a little bit shit as an existence, really. I mean, I suppose all existence is, when you look at it in a certain way. That's very negative of me. It was something that I couldn't not do, if that makes sense. Like, it was something I had to do, and I didn't choose it. It sounds so wanky, but it chose me, I guess. I'm sorry. What should people expect from my workshop? From my workshop, I think you should expect me to be a little bit challenging in how far you push yourselves and push your writing. I always try to explore things through humor, so I would ask people to try and push past where they think their boundary is. I'm not saying be horrible, but try and dig a little deeper beyond the obvious thing that you might present in your writing. Again, if that makes sense, good. It totally makes sense to me. I expect that you should be able to have a fun time, and you should hopefully be able to learn some stuff. I don't want to say inspiring or fantastic, even though both of those things are true, but I think hopefully you'll have a decent time and learn something from my addled mind. Who inspires you? Who is your favorite script writer? It's quite a tricky one. I guess my favorite playwright is probably, it's either Tennessee Williams, Arthur Miller, or August Wilson. I'd probably say Arthur Miller, just because, actually David Mamet is in there as well. All of them they explore the epicness of humanity, even if something doesn't seem that epic. And I think that's a really good facet of all of their writing. In terms of other script writers, Sorkin, I think, is great. Aaron Sorkin. Tarantino I used to really like, but don't really vibe with him no more. Jordan Peele, I think, is an excellent script writer. It's really hard to pick a favorite one, and I wouldn't say, well, no, I would say I'd say August Wilson and Arthur Miller are the biggest inspirations for me, I guess. What advice would I give to anyone that wants to get into script writing? Just don't get it right, get it written. I think the hardest part of writing scripts is finishing, and once you finish, you can go back and fix all the mistakes that you've made. But if you're always trying to fix things before you get to the end, you'll never get to the end, because it will never be perfect. That's the long and short of it. So just get to the end and then fix all the stuff that don't work. That's what I try to do anyway. What's the best advice you have ever received? Don't listen to any advice, which is weird for me to say, considering I want you to come to my workshop, but don't listen to any advice. Listen to things that work for you, and things that don't work, disregard. And try and see when you're getting notes from people, try and see the note behind the note. And by that, I mean, what are they trying to effect with that note? Are they trying to get the scene sharper? Are they trying to get the character more rounded? Are they trying to get pathos? Are they trying to get a little bit of empathy? What is it that they're attempting to get through when they give that note? I hope that's helpful advice. I don't know, but don't listen to any advice. What genres do I enjoy writing? Any and all except period. I'm a bit bored of period stuff because more recently it's changed, but back in the day at least, and by back in the day I mean before 2 years ago, there was never really good stories for people that look like me. So I was never a big fan of period stuff. Now they're kind of putting people into those stories, even if it is unrealistic, but it can be kind of fun. But yeah, that's not one of my things. So every other genre except for period, if that is a genre. Is it difficult to leave your characters once you have finished your script? No. Once the script is done for me, they are gone. They will always live on in them pages, but for me, once I've finished writing them, they're dead to me, I guess. How do you know when your script is done? When I've got to the end. How do I know when my script is finished? It never is. Tips to get over writer's block: go for a walk, get a dog, have a child, just live life, and then writer's block will disappear. Writer's block I think it comes from when people are too static. So get a bit of movement in, go to a new place to write, talk to some new people, experience some new things, and that will give you ideas that jump off onto other things. And if that doesn't work, maybe you shouldn't be writing, maybe you should be podcasting instead. Hope some of that was helpful. If it wasn't, please don't tell me. Just come to the workshop and we can talk about it there. Thanks.